So Linus has covered gaming chairs before from Maxnomic and DX Racer, you can see those reviews here. But this time around we were approached by Arozzi, a Swedish company that wanted us to check out their Torretta XL. You may have noticed at one point or another that I'm a fair bit larger than Linus, and given that the Torretta XL is, and I quote, one of the first chairs designed for people that need a larger and wider chair, I thought I'd check it out. And just a reminder to stay subscribed because the conclusion of the $300 budget PC Scrapyard Wars is coming out this Saturday at midnight, or more specifically, probably sometime Sunday morning. Save on select Intel 730 SSDs during Intel's President's Week sale, February 22nd to March 1st, 2015. Click now to learn more. Let's start with the packaging and assembly experience. There was some sort of fairly thin foam around most of the metal arms of the chair, which seemed to do an okay job, and the actual padded seat and back sections of the chair were protected by a very thin layer of bubble wrap. Not the most well-protected shipment ever, but it did show up without any noticeable damage, so that was good. The chair actually did take quite a while to build in comparison to the Maxnomic and DX Racer chairs, and this was directly caused by poor manufacturing tolerances. There were many times where I'd be trying to screw in a bolt, but the hole cut in the fabric was not even remotely centered over the threaded screw hole. This resulted in me having to cut away some of the fabric in order to be able to continue. And even after fixing a large amount of these cuts manually, there were more issues. The back didn't fit into the base of the chair that well at all and required me to crank the support arms quite hard in order to get them around the backing, and not something you really want to see in a brand new product. I might just be nitpicking now due to being frustrated by the previous manufacturing tolerance issues, but the plastic covers on the arms on each side of the chair seemed subpar to me as well. On the left-hand side, while looking at the chair from the front, there's a tall plastic piece. This piece is only secured by one screw and moves very easily if it gets caught on something. Not really a big deal, but it just feels cheap, and if I were to move this chair to the new office, say, I would legitimately worry about it snapping off in transit if it happened to get caught on something. Lastly, you just need to slip the head pillow over the top and thread the clips of your height-adjustable lumbar support cushion around the outside. I personally don't care much for lumbar support cushions as they don't seem to be the right size, and I prefer the car seat implementation where they're user adjustable. Normally, I don't like head cushions either, especially because I wear headphones, and with multiple monitors, when you look around, they can kind of scratch into each other, and it presses against the cushion and doesn't make it feel very good, or you can hear the scratching, which goes into the cans and makes a fairly loud noise, and it's just not a great experience. But that being said, out of the three chairs we have, I prefer the head cushion of the Torretta XL, as I personally like the material and my head doesn't feel like it's going to slip off to the side like it does with the other ones. Which is good, because I also feel like the Torretta XL needs the head cushion due to the very noticeable and not padded enough framing which runs around the outside of the chair. Some people may be able to fit in this chair without their head resting against the framing, but I can't. Unfortunately for me, that is not where the issues with the frame stop. Unlike the seat in my car, which lightly curves around and comfortably holds me from the back, the Torretta XL has large jutouts, accurately defined by Terran as wings. The jutouts make it feel like you're being restricted, almost like you're in a cup or a bowl. The wings near your legs force you into a very straightforward position. I often like to change positions while I'm sitting, as I'll likely be doing so for quite some time. And one of my favorite mainly consists of folding one leg under the other and having my knee kind of sit out to the side. Not really a possible thing in this chair. The wings on the back of the chair are no more comfortable. I have very wide shoulders and these wings have the unfortunate property of curving my back and pulling my shoulders forward. This feels very awkward and resulted in my natural position being leaning forward, as leaning back was just not worth it. A surprising result coming from a cheap, crappy IKEA chair, which I can lean back in just fine. The fabric upholstery material was actually a big plus, however, if you're not looking for leather. Both the Maxnomic and DX Racer chairs come with leather materials, so having the Arozzi Torretta XL have a different, more breathable option is actually kind of cool. The benefit of which is that if you're like me, where I'm basically a humanoid space heater, it won't actually kind of heat up as much, which is quite refreshing. Unfortunately, this type of fabric does have a downside. If you happen to be a sloppy eater or just plain not that great with managing potentially spraying liquids, This fabric will absorb that liquid and it will stain. Just a heads up. The various adjustments seem fine enough, and it doesn't go up or down all that far, but I doubt anyone would really need more in either direction. Much like other versions we've seen, this chair has the potential to go way too far back. I've been informed that some of you want this functionality. I don't get it, but it has it, and it's by no means a bad thing, so there you go. The cushion is quite dense and lends itself, like the rest of the chair, to a very fixed position. If your shoulder span can fit within the wings, this combination will likely help to keep you in good posture, and the density of this foam is more similar to Maxnomic than DX Racer. I personally prefer Maxnomic's overall implementation, but that may be biased due to being able to comfortably fit in the chair as a whole. Which leads us to the conclusion. This chair isn't directly comparable to the previous two, as it is specifically designed as a larger chair for larger people. My main gripe of this chair is that I prefer the two chairs that were designed for smaller people because I fit better. Not because I'm small, but because I'm too big for the chair that was designed for big people. And the other smaller chairs offer quite a bit more leeway in the size of their users, with less aggressively curved wings on the side. I feel like I would have preferred one of Arozzi's other chairs from their Monza or Enzo series, as they seem to have less aggressive wings and don't have the issues of these giant bar-like wings on the side which hold you like a bowl and are just generally really uncomfortable. Alright, let me know what you guys think over on the forum. Do you want a chair that kind of holds you like a bowl? Was I too hard on it for that? Which chair out of the three that we've reviewed do you prefer? Again, let me know on the forum. While you guys are on the forum, become a contributor to help us out in a whole bunch of different ways. We have cool new things coming for contributors fairly soon. I've been saying that for a while, but I will fix the issues, I swear. Also, change your Amazon link. If you don't know how, you can check the Support Linus Media Group button in the top right-hand corner. You can change your Amazon link to help us out. That'll give us kickbacks whenever you buy things. I don't think you can buy this chair on Amazon, but anyways, when you buy other things. Back over on YouTube, hit the like and dislike buttons if you feel like summer is fun, or if you like any other season that isn't summer, because you should hit those anyways. Also, subscribe to see more cool stuff like Scrapyard Wars, because that's everything anyone wants these days anyways. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.